Good morning, guys. Today I'm starting a small challenge, a small project, and let's see how it goes. What I want to do is for more or less 5-6 days, like for a week, because it's still summer here. It's very early in September. What I want to do is to take my camera during my morning walks. I'm doing my morning exercises, my morning walks, like for 30 minutes more or less. And the area is the city that I'm living in. Well, actually I'm living in the suburbs, but because it's pretty boring there in the suburbs, I decided that I'm gonna come in the city for this challenge, and I'm gonna take the walks like in the nature of the city, let's say, in the urban nature. Day one of my small project, I started to walk on the river banks. There's a lot of activity usually, even in the morning, like at 6 or 7. So I was trying not to film people, not to take too many pictures of people that are recognizable. But I chose 4 pictures from this first day. The first one is with this boat. It's a stationary boat. It's not working on the river. It's just there, and there's a pub on top of it. Actually, I have 2 pictures with it. You'll see in a bit the second one. I do like the river in the foreground, and how it curves, and then the really nice tones of orange and purple. The second one, it's from the same boat, but it's a close-up. I do really like the color of those chairs. They really pop out. It's a little bit crowded, the picture, but I was trying to move on the side, but I couldn't make it a little bit simpler. The third one, it's a building that is across the river. I like how it's reflecting a little bit in the water. There are those 2 trees that are doing a little bit of framing for this building. The architecture is not the best. It's just a straight square building, but I like the reflection in the water and how it looks. The fourth picture is this small red boat that really pops out. It's parked there on the riverside, and I like the perspective here. So it's like peeking behind the tree and looking at this small boat. And the last one, I was crossing one of the bridges. Here it was one of the city boats that they do a regular service on the river. He was just passing underneath the bridge. I do have these pigeons, really nice, flying, and also the sun is rising and with really nice tones of purple and orange. Day number 2. I didn't really change the location for this day. I was just roaming around the same area of the river, let's say. But compared to the other day, it was more cloudy. The sky was kind of grayish. Didn't see the sun too much. But nevertheless, I chose 3 pictures from this day. The first one is this. We have the river. In the foreground we have some trees on the side, actually a lot of trees on the side, and in the middle we have this bridge, and furthermore we have this really nice dome that is popping out. The second one, we have this bridge that is leading really nice to another dome. Another cathedral dome is pretty famous here in Timisoara. Is the Orthodox Cathedral. We have a bit of river and some trees to frame on the side. Again, the sky is pretty gray. And the last one for the day is with the same building as the first one, but it's a different perspective. We have this bridge this time that is leading the eye to the right to this building with a nice architecture. The bridge is also looking pretty nice with some old style bricks. It also has a gap where you can see some bicycle lane and some walkways. Day number 3. And this day I changed a little bit the location. I moved downstream the river a little bit, but we have the same. We have the walkways on the side, on both sides actually of the river. We have nice trees. We have some nice buildings and some bridges. The first picture that I chose from this day, it's with the cathedral, with the Orthodox cathedral that has behind the sun already risen, but it's pretty hidden in the clouds. But I really like the tones that it gives to the sky. I really like the sky in this case. And we also have the river kind of leading you through that way to the cathedral. The second one, it's with the river again. We have a bridge there. It's a pretty small bridge. I wish there is a car actually, but I wish there was a tram or a bus that would pop up more, but I didn't have the chance. I do like on the sides the domes that you can see. There are 1, 2, 3, and a building in the far distance. The next one, it's a really nice old building. It has a new roof. It looks pretty nice. You can see the plaster coming off from the building. Looks really nice to me. I really like it. It's at a crossroads. It's on the bank of the river also. The next one from that day, it's with this pathway, this walkway, really nice, leading you to this kind of at the end of it you see a really nice piece of art that this pub has exposed outside. The last one for the day, it's with one of the bridges. You can see here one of the gaps. You can see the pathways for the bicycles and for the pedestrians. And I got pretty lucky. Bicycle coming just the time that I was there, so I managed to grab this shot as he was entering this gap. Day number 4 of my challenge. This time I took the walk upstream the river. It was pretty dark in the beginning. You can still see the street lights are on in this area. At some point I spotted one of the boats that are one of the regular boats on the river. I waited a little bit to get closer, and I was hoping for something interesting to pass on the bridge behind, and it did eventually. There was a tram, you can see it right about now, but I couldn't take the picture because I was filming with the same camera, so I wasn't able to get the tram, so I got this picture instead. I really like the orange and the bluish tones that also reflecting into the water. The next picture from that day, it's from the same location. Here I was sitting on the side of the river waiting for the boat to come closer, and I was looking to my left and I saw this tall building that is rising, and some trees on the side, and really nice morning light, so I like it and I grabbed the shot. Next one, it's with this man that is really nicely dressed in red trousers and some green vest. He's bicycling, I guess he's going to work or either coming back from work maybe. You can still see the street lights on the side, they are on. I do like the contrast between the ground, the brown ground, and the green leaves of the trees. And the last one from that day, it's with those two people running, doing their morning exercise. They are framed by the trees on both sides, and also we have some light poles on the left. Only one of them is colored in purple. I don't know why. The other ones, they seem to run out of paint or something. And day number 5, and the last day of the challenge, of the project. And on this day I went through some of the parks that the city has, the ones that are mainly in the central area of the city. There was this really nice fountain with some lights and everything, but I wasn't able to find the right composition for it, so I didn't take a picture of it. And then walking through the park, I found some other interesting composition that I chose for today. The first one is with this other church, really nice church, old, and I managed to get a tram also passing by. Pretty good timing. I'm not sure about the bench, but I chose it anyway. Maybe I should have passed the bench and just have some grass, because it looks a bit too crowded. The next one, I really like, again, the contrast between the leaves on the ground that are brown and the leaves on the trees that are green. I like the leading lines and how the trees are aligned on both sides. I wish I had something at the end of this pathway, but there was nothing, so I took it as it is. And the last one from that day, no, actually it's not from that day, it's the last one from this park. It's this, again, nice old buildings. We have these trees framing from the picture is taken from the park. So it's like somebody's peeking again to see that old building, and you can see the plaster coming off. Looks really nice. This is another park. It's called Roses Park. It's really nice in the spring, in the summer. It has a lot of flowers, but now was kind of the end of summer, so not too much of the flower remained, not too much of the roses. But nevertheless, I found some interesting stuff in the park, like this yellow bike that you can see. Those are the pictures that I chose from this. So this really nice ornamental bike, yellow popping up. We have a basket in the back with some flowers. I think they're fake flowers, but they look really nice anyway. And then there is this kind of the same style, but it's painted in red. Another ornamental piece from that park that I like is this pot. To me, it looks like from the Roman gardens style pot. And the last one for the day and for the video, it's with this small castle. It's a castle built for kids, because this was in another park. It's a park designed for kids activities, but I really like how the morning light was falling onto this castle. That was my mini photo project, guys. I just want to bore you 2 minutes more with some conclusions, some points that I want to mention. And the first one is the physical health and the mental health benefit that this type of project can bring to you, right? So you're walking into the nature for 30 minutes or even more, 1 hour, and this can improve your strength, your muscles, as well as your mental health, right? Because it's scientifically proven that nature walks helps on the mental part as well. And then on the creative part, one of the benefits of this type of project would be that it's gonna help you create like a long-term habit of bringing your camera with you kind of everywhere. And another thing on the creative side is gonna improve actually your creativity. It's gonna force you, it's gonna push you to find new things, new interesting photos everywhere. And the last one, that this kind of project small project can be the start of a longer term project for a month, for a few months, for a year, right, on a specific theme. And that can transition eventually, why not in a photo book, right, or an exhibition, who knows. I'm dreaming of that. So I think the next year I'll try to challenge myself on a longer term project. Maybe it's gonna be 1 month or 2 months in the beginning, but definitely I'll try to do that. I hope you find a tiny bit of inspiration from this video. I hope you're gonna start creating your own art. It doesn't have to be photography, but it can be. You can start with a phone. It can be sound recording. You can start with the phone as well. It can be just regular blog posts on some specific topics that you are interested in. And whatever it is, just make sure that it has this human touch, because that's what I think in the future is going to make a difference in this artistic world where a lot of things, a lot of arts are already produced by AI or some software tools. With that, I thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye.